Hey, y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess, and y'all, it has been a busy Friday for me. I've got green beans that need to be snapped. I have been peeling and coring tomatoes to can, and it is just a busy time in the garden. And I have 17 things that I'm grateful for today. So I hope that you'll stick around and listen to what I am grateful for as we wind down the week. The first thing I am grateful for is fresh harvested tomatoes warm from the sun. There is nothing better than bringing in a 5 gallon bucket of tomatoes and knowing that those tomatoes are going to be on your pantry shelf before too much longer. The smell of basil when you brush by it, or any herb actually out in the garden, when you brush by those herbs, the aroma just takes your breath away. It is so refreshing to have those herbs growing in the garden, and I love fresh herbs to cook with. Watching one of my chickens dust bathe, so happy to be in that dirt and dust bathing, and they've got spots all over the yard where they do dust bathing here, and we just really enjoy watching our flocks when they get out there and they take their little dust baths. The sound of watering the garden. We use a sprinkler system, and y'all, I love the sound of the sprinkler going off and knowing that all of my plants are getting fed some water for the day to keep them alive and refreshed. Seeing tiny little peppers forming on my plants. There is nothing prettier than the bouquet hot peppers that I have growing in my garden with the purples and yellows, oranges, and reds. Just beautiful. A hen laying its first egg and hearing that cackle and knowing how happy that hen is to have produced an egg just is a lovely thing to behold. I love seeing butterflies in the summer months. We have several varieties of butterflies in our area, and I am especially happy to see the monarch butterflies back in our area. Feeling the soil between my fingers and in my hands. Uh, Not only is it healthy for us to feel the soil, but to know that I have a good soil for my garden to grow in is so vitally important, and it I am so grateful for these things. I'm grateful for quiet moments walking in the garden at sunrise. I get up quite early these days, and I let our chickens out first, take care of them, and then I hit my garden area. And it's so peaceful in the garden, and I just enjoy seeing the sights and hearing the sounds of early morning in the garden. And it reminds me of the song, uh, the gospel song, I should say. Uh, I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear drawing ever near is Jesus. And I often sing that in the early morning hours. I'm grateful for the very first ripe tomato of the season. There is nothing better than a tomato and mayonnaise sandwich with a little bit of salt and pepper. It's so refreshing, and it reminds us of so many memories of our past and our present. Um, so that first ripe tomato and that first bite of that sandwich is just heavenly. And I absolutely am grateful for those moments. I am so grateful for bees pollinating the garden. Our neighbor has beehives, and we're grateful for his bees. And the local state park also has beehives, and we're thankful for those as well. And to hear the buzzing sound of the bees in the garden, knowing that they're pollinating all of my plants and they're making honey and so many things that they make to help their hives to survive. Um, so I'm grateful for those. I am grateful for hearing the rooster crows, and believe me, we hear them all day long crowing on our little 1.5 acre homestead. We have several roosters. We will probably need to dispatch some of them, but we're really having a struggle with finding time to do that and to get them separated from our hens. I am grateful for the turkey gobbles that I hear throughout the day and the chook, chook, chook of the turkey hens. I love the noises that they make, and they're so happy. I'm grateful for quacking ducks. We have a bunch of new ducks on our property now. I forget exactly how many we have total, but we have a lot of ducks. And this morning, one of the most joyful things I saw was a little duck that is broody, and she's made a nest underneath one of the bushes. She has no eggs, but she actually danced her way to her nest this morning, and I got to witness that, and it was such a lovely thing to behold and to see that she was just excited to be out of the coop and on her way to her nest for the day. I am grateful for all the lined up fresh home canned goods in my pantry. Our pantry is a revolving pantry. We use what we grow, and so we depend on what we grow during the summer months for our fall and winter months. And I'm so grateful to have the ability to can fresh tomatoes and green beans and several other items uh, on our pantry shelf. So I'm very, very grateful for that and for the ability to do that. And the last thing on my list is I'm grateful for you. As always, I'm grateful for you being here and being a part of my journey on YouTube. Thank you, friends. I have a special message for you, and I hope that you'll stick around to hear that. Hey, friends. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you for the many comments, the likes, the friendships, and for sharing this content out. Take a moment and watch all of the advertisements because that is how I get monetized and get paid. I appreciate each and every one of you for your time and your patience. And y'all, I have this special content over here I think you might like.